Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about that final make-or-break stretch of the software journey, actually running the tests and reporting on what you find. This is where the rubber really meets the road. So, the developers have worked their magic and the build is done. But that leads to the biggest question of all, doesn't it? Is it really ready for people to use? That space between built and ready, well, that's where testers live. It's our job to answer that question, and with confidence.
And our journey starts right here. Before we do anything else, we have to prepare the perfect launch pad for our mission. We call this the test environment, and getting this right is just non-negotiable. Think of this like a pilot's pre-flight checklist. Seriously, before you can even think about running a single test, your servers have to be up, your databases have to be connected, you need the exact right application build deployed, and all the configurations have to be set perfectly. If just one of these is off, your whole test could be worthless.
Okay, our environment is ready to go. Now it's time for the first little checks. But here's something important to know. Not all of these initial tests are the same. Let's break down the difference between smoke testing and sanity testing. And this car analogy just nails it. A smoke test is basically just turning the key after your car's been in the shop. Does the engine start? Do the lights on the dashboard come on? It's the most basic is it alive check. A sanity test, on the other hand, is taking it for a quick spin around the block. You're checking a core function. Do the brakes work? Does the steering feel right? You're not checking everything, just the absolute basics to make sure it's sane.
All right, the initial checks are clear, the engine's running, now we're ready for the main mission. This is where we systematically go through our full test plan and really get into the nitty-gritty.
This right here is the fundamental loop, the bread and butter of a tester's work. First, you run the test case. Just follow the steps. Then you mark its status. Simple. Did it pass or fail? And this is the most important part. If it failed, you log a defect. A failed test without a good, clear defect report is just noise. That report is what helps the developers actually fix the problem.
Now, while we're busy testing all the cool new features, we have to be careful. We have to make sure we didn't accidentally break something that was already working perfectly fine. And that's where this critical safety net comes in. It's called regression testing, and it's all about protecting what we've already built.
So let's picture it. This is our e-commerce app, right? We just added that slick new user profile feature. So we run our regression checklist. Okay, does login still work? Yep, check. Add to cart, good to go. Search, still works. User profile? Check. Then, we get to the checkout process and bam, the new code completely broke it. This is exactly why regression testing is so vital.
Finding that bug was huge, but our job isn't done. Not even close. You can run the most brilliant tests in the world, but if you don't communicate the results clearly, it's all for nothing. Welcome to the art of reporting. A high-level summary, like this donut chart, gives the whole team an instant snapshot of the project's health. In one single glance, you can see, okay, 75% passed, that's good, but that 20% failed, that's a big red flag, and that 5% blocked, that tells us something is physically stopping us from testing, maybe the environment crashed. This is powerful, immediate feedback for everyone.
In today's Agile teams, this kind of communication is happening all the time. It's not some big formal document anymore. Often, the report is a living, breathing project board that everyone can see.
For instance, a new task, like implement user profile update, it starts out here in the to-do column. Everyone on the team knows it's planned.
As soon as a developer grabs it, boom, they slide it over to in progress. Just like that. Everyone knows what's being worked on right now. And once it's coded, tested, and good to go, it lands in done. This simple visual flow is an incredibly powerful form of daily reporting. It keeps everyone in sync, and it makes it super obvious if a task gets stuck somewhere.
Okay, so let's bring all this together. Let's take a look at what a more formal test summary report might actually look like.
This is a fantastic template. It's for a simple login module. You clearly state your objective. You define the scope, what you tested on. You list how many tests you ran. And here's the kicker. You summarize the defects. Notice the clarity. 2 defects found. One is critical, one is minor. A critical bug might mean nobody can log in at all. A minor one might just be a typo. That distinction tells the team what has to be fixed before this can go out.
And here it is, the headline number, a 92% pass rate. That means 23 out of 25 tests passed. It's a clear, simple metric for quality. But it's that gap, that 8% that isn't passing, that's where the most important conversations and decisions are going to happen. Because at the end of the day, it all boils down to this. Our goal as testers isn't just to find bugs. It's to provide clear, actionable information so that the entire team, and the business can make smarter decisions about the product.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this thought. The next time you write a test report, you're not just listing facts and figures. You are empowering your team to make a critical choice. Will they decide to release, to delay, to fix that one last bug? Your report is what will drive that decision.